Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Patriot Pod. I'm Riya.
And this is Trisha and Riya, and today we're going to be reading students' embarrassing stories. Okay, so here's the first one, and before we start, we know some of these are fake, and that some people wanted to put in ridiculous stories so that we could talk about it, but it's fine. But all of the inappropriate stuff, obviously we can't put in here, but we're gonna get all of the responses we had. So the first one is, I was playing video games during virtual school and not knowingly I was unmuted in the Google Meet. My teacher was reading a book at the time. I started cursing and screaming at my game because I couldn't find a good server to play. I was yelling for a few minutes until one of my friends texted me telling me I was unmuted. I left as soon as they told me and didn't join back.
I feel like this has happened to everyone.
I feel like this is a true story and not something someone made
that
up.
doesn't seem fake. And I also feel like have you had something like that happen? Because I have.
Oh, of course. I have.
Cursing,
I was watching YouTube or TikToks or something,
mm-hmm.
and my Meet was my Google Meet was it's something happened to everyone. You know what's also happened? Especially in gym class, I've fallen asleep on the Google Meet, and then I'd wake up.
Camera on?
No, camera off. But I don't notice until after I wake up, 30 minutes after the Google Meet has ended, or maybe not even 30 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and the teacher's calling your name.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hello, are you?" And then you have to be like, "Oh, sorry, my Wi-Fi was broken."
Glitching. Yeah, no, for me what happened, it was during chemistry last year. I was in that class with one of my best friends, and it was a class I did not pay attention on, and I think I would have failed if it was in person because I don't know what was going on. But I was on TikTok, and I was just scrolling on my phone while I was supposed to be doing my lab, and one of my friends texted me, and she was like, you realize that your mic is on, and I was so embarrassed.
That's so embarrassing.
I was so embarrassed, and maybe I have to cut this out, but the teacher was kind of old, so I don't think she could hear. But the rest of the class heard, and it was not a good time.
I feel bad for the teachers because I know so many kids in my class, every single period would have their cameras off. Well, some teachers didn't care. That was one thing. And then some teachers did, but then kids would be like, "Oh, my Wi-Fi is not letting it work." I
never pulled that, the whole Wi-Fi camera.
I think I've done that a few times. Or they ask you to speak, and
the mic thing, 100%.
Yeah, because especially in English.
Yeah.
When they would be like, "Oh, respond to this prompt or book or something," I'm like, I have no idea what's going on because I haven't been paying attention.
I also have not read.
I have not read.
Any of the
That's one thing. And yeah, I would just type in the chat and be like, "Oh, my Wi-Fi is not working," or I'd be like, it says I'm unmuted.
No, yeah, I'll be like, "Oh, it won't let me unmute." And then you'd see all these creative ways on TikTok where people would be like, get an extension to make your camera look pixelated. I never did that, but I always thought I should.
Yeah. Or people would just leave.
Yeah.
People would just leave the Google Meet and be like, and there's so many times where the teachers asked one kid a question and they would leave, and the teacher would be like, "Oh, maybe they're Wi-Fi."
Yeah, but the timing would be as soon. It's not like they would leave, then the teacher would ask a question and be like, "Okay, maybe they disconnected." I remember this so because on the bottom of the screen when you leave on Google Meet, it says this person has left.
Yeah.
It would just be them, and then conveniently they'd come back 5 minutes later.
I know.
After we've moved on. I used to do that all the time in history.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah. History and English, I would be like, "My Wi-Fi is just really not working. I'm so sorry." And then in math, I used to have math first period.
That sucks.
And I could not deal with it. And my math teacher, she was the type of person that'd be 7:20, you start.
On the dot.
And then she goes until after the period.
I didn't hate being home though.
Oh,
I love school. I like being in person, but being at home for a while was fun.
For the first 2 months it was good, and then I just was I have no motivation to do anything.
I did sleep more than I ever have before, and that's something I will cherish forever.
I had 10 absences in math, and I've never had that many before. And I got emails sent to my dad, but I'm like,
every week.
How could you expect me to be motivated to do my classes from 7:20?
Right?
Yeah. How do you expect me to stare at my computer from 7:20 to 2:19? It's impossible.
It's impossible. And, like, the headaches.
Yeah.
Okay, next
Okay.
up. What's this one? This one is, I kept calling Mr. Perkins Mr. Fleissner and didn't know until my classmates told me 3 days later. This is like when you call a teacher mom, and it's like the worst feeling in the world, and you like just want to die.
Has that ever happened to you?
Oh my god, so many times.
You called your teacher's mom?
On accident so many times. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. And the thing is, I don't call my own mom, right? So like that's like not just like not what I call my mom. So it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Like, that makes no sense. You like, you would think I would call my teacher like my mom, like what I call my mom, but I don't. Like, right? Isn't that weird?
Imagine calling. What if you called like your guy teacher dad? That's weird.
That's weird.
That's
It's
weird.
a little controversial. It's a little weird.
Okay, hopefully that. I about this situation, I don't know why Mr. Perkins didn't say anything. I feel like he would.
I don't know who Mr. Perkins is, so I can't.
I don't know who that is either. But I feel like any teacher would be like, oh,
Yeah.
that's just not my name.
Yeah.
Like I would say that too. Like, oh, if like.
Maybe this person means like behind their back, but then that's not really embarrassing. I don't know how I feel about this one. Seems a little odd.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, I'm glad that you realize that his name is different.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
hopefully
Nothing to say
everything's
to that.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, this is where things start getting a little bit weird. This
Yeah,
is when the trolling began on our Google form. Like, I don't want to invalidate anybody's stories by saying that these ones aren't true. So we're just going to assume that they are.
I called Mrs. Kiernan mom on multiple occasions, and everyone started laughing at me, including the teacher. I hate myself. Help me out, Patriot Podcast.
And then the hashtags say, so they put hashtags at the end of this one. The hashtags say, hashtag mommy issues, hashtag mommy hates me. See,
Okay,
now,
that's where.
now this could be very much real, right? Like calling your teacher mom. The hashtags are a little bit, make me a little uncomfortable, to be honest. And Mrs. Kiernan's name isn't even spelled right in this form. So do you actually have Mrs. Kiernan?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe not. Anyways, yeah, just what we were saying, that's kind of embarrassing. Low key.
I don't know how to really respond to this one.
Yeah, I can't relate to that.
I don't think you should hate yourself because of it. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I don't think your mom hates you either. Either your mom
Yeah.
or Miss Kiernan. I don't know who you're talking about there, but
Yeah.
someone bumped into me during lunch. I had beans and they spilt, and I put my foot down on them trying to balance, but I fell in front of everybody. My backpack was open and my anime collectible figures all spilled out, and everyone laughed at me. It's been 2 years and it still keeps me up at night. Help.
So if it's been 2 years, I'm assuming you're either a junior or a senior now, right?
Mhm.
So,
Okay, I'm trying to believe this.
yeah. You know what? Okay, the beans at the lunch, like, I remember in middle school one time, like at Hills, like, the cafeterias are, like, different. Everyone eats in different places. You're not really with a big group of people, especially, like, as a senior. But in middle school, everybody was in that one big room, like, all the grades, everything. And I remember I spilled my salad in front of everybody. It spilled everywhere. It was so embarrassing. Like, everybody saw. And then, you know, it's fine. I moved on. So, like, I understand the whole, like, beans spilling, like, and you, like, happen to have slipped on them, which, okay, it's a little bit, getting a little cartoony. But
Okay, wait. So wait, I have a theory. Wait, I have a question actually. You had beans and they spilt on the ground
And then they slipped on them.
and they put their foot down to balance.
The whole
Wait,
story.
actually this makes no sense.
I think essentially what this person is trying to say is that they slipped on the beans that they were supposed to eat for lunch. Like, I just know, like, I have no space in my bag. Like, I would not have space in my bag to carry a whole bunch of anime collectibles.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, right?
Moral of the story, don't eat beans for lunch.
Yes.
Okay, next one. Okay, this one.
This one's a lot.
This one I feel like is not real.
Let's read it.
Okay.
I accidentally handed in my Andrew Tate shrine instead of my forensics project earlier this year. They were in the same folder, and everyone now thinks I have a crush on Andrew Tate. I do, but I don't want people to know. What do I do? My powerful and pungent... Sorry, what do I do? My powerful and pungent Patriot Press. Okay, first of all, I don't know how I feel about being called pungent. Like, pungent, what is that?
Does that mean like you smell strong? Okay, second thing, we don't like. I know Andrew Tate is controversial and people have different opinions about him, so we're not gonna talk about like that aspect. I don't know if this is real. Don't know if I can believe.
See, again,
you.
this is giving me the whole anime collectibles thing. It's like, why are you carrying these things in your bag?
No,
right?
no,
Like,
no. It's in his like
It's in his
project.
folder.
In his.
He had
Wait,
the
I'm talking
forensic
about is
project
it
and the
online
shrine.
folder or is it?
Oh. I was thinking more like physically.
Oh, wait, he handed in.
Yeah. Like,
Okay, so it is... Wait, you have a shrine in your folder?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you're going to participate, and honestly, this is a little weird to me because I think shrines are just a little odd.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're to blame on this one.
Yeah, it's your fault.
That is your fault. And, like, I mean, I'm happy that you've come to terms with your crush on Andrew Tate, but you're careless. That's just it.
So I'm trying to wonder what you got on your forensics project, though, because Andrew Tate Shrine is not your forensics project, but...
Yeah. And, like, who's a forensic teacher? Like, I mean, did you ask for it back? Like, I need more info on this one.
Yeah. Everyone saw me drink my daily solo cup of Cheez-Whiz, and people are freaking out over it, saying I'm a freak. What's the big deal? Am I right? Everyone likes cheese. First of all, not everyone likes cheese. I don't like cheese because I'm lactose intolerant.
I'm also lactose intolerant.
So we don't like cheese. I don't think people calling you a freak is very nice.
Yeah, that's rude.
But I don't know how I feel about you drinking Cheez-Whiz out of a daily solo cup.
And is the solo cup, like, necessary? Like, you know, like, why the solo cup?
Are you not allowed to bring that? Oh, wait. Is this in school? Better not be in school.
I'm assuming if it's like everybody saw me drink my daily solo cup, where would everybody be? Like, what place would everyone be where they saw the solo cup getting? Maybe it was like this is a senior and they were like in the lot drinking their daily cup of... Okay, well, first of all, I don't think that's healthy. I don't... Like, Cheez-Whiz is it in a can, right? Isn't it like this spray? That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I don't have Cheez-Whiz because I'm lactose.
Neither do I. So I'm just saying, like, I'm just assuming that it's like that can, like, fake things. Probably not the best idea to be putting into your body every day. Solo cup is fairly big, so if you're filling that to the brim, you need to see a doctor. That's like some My Strange Addiction type.
Yeah, you have other issues. The thing that you sent us is one issue, but if you are filling it to the brim, that's a bigger issue.
I'm also assuming, so the response after that, it just says the words, I have the cheese touch. So I'm assuming this is the same person because there's this underlying theme of cheese. So I don't know if
the cheese touch.
I don't know if...
Yeah, I think you have bigger problems to be dealing with. Can't really help you there. But, anyways...
That's all the responses we have today because we didn't really get that many people participating, and the people that did participate, I personally think, have trolled us.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening to the second episode of the Patriot Pod. If you guys want to hear more, you can DM us on our Instagram account, The Patriot Press, at The Patriot Press, or you can join The Patriot Press and make these with us because they're super fun.
Our advisor is Miss Scalacci, so if you want to join Patriot Press or the Patriot Pod, you can go to her in room 225.
Or you can email her. Look out for links that we send in the school group chat because there's going to be many episodes like this because we want to hear from you, even if you troll us.
Yep. All right.
Okay, bye guys.
Have a good day. See ya.